Hello friends! Today we're going to be cooking a meal. We're going to be making some potato and onion pierogies and potato and cheddar pierogies. What you will need is your pierogies, sliced onion. If you want sliced onion, you'll need a tongs, some boiling water, and a pan that we're going to put some oil in. We're going to boil this for 3 minutes, drain it, pat it dry. We're going to put some oil in here, saute some onions, and throw our pierogies in. And let's get to it. You're going to let this boil for 3 minutes. We're not going to fully cook them because we're going to finish cooking them in this pan. I'm going to start adding the oil and the onions to this pan to get it ready. Make sure your pan's nice and hot. Get your oil in there. Yo, this is hot. I went ahead and threw all of my onions in, and I'm going to take them out once they're like pretty much cooked to start cooking the pierogies, and then I'll add them back to the pan after the pierogies are cooked. So we already drained the pierogies, and he's patting them dry. We're going to start boiling this pot for the other box. Smells delicious. Okay, these onions are pretty much done. They're nice and soft. They're not too soft though, because we're going to cook them a little bit more. My husband's going to put them in this bowl with the oil without burning him. Ay, mira qué bueno. I love it. I'm going to add a little bit more oil to the pan. And then we're going to add the pierogies. Thank you. We're going to saute them up so they get nice and crispy. Alright, I added a little bit more oil to the pan because it was just like the pierogies are really dry. So I want to make sure they get fully coated with the oil so they get nice and crispy. So we're just going to let them cook and then we'll come back and check them out in a little bit. These pierogies out, they're looking good. I have them still on this one side. I did add a lot more oil. Not a crazy amount. You're not trying to deep fry these, but you want them to be like the bottom of them to be coated so that when you flip them, that whole bottom side is crispy. Let me show you guys how they're looking. They're looking nice and toasty, light brown color. That's what you want to see. You don't want to move these a lot. Moving these a lot are going to cause them to separate. You can see 2 of them are already kind of separating. Not too much, but if they separate, then the filling starts to come out, and that's not what you want. So just try not to touch them too much. I have my stove on like 6, which is like medium, and I'm just letting them do their thing and not really messing with them, only when I have to flip them. I'll put the other ones in. I'm going to flip these again, and they're going to be ready to come out shortly. Yes. They look golden delicious. We're not done yet. We got to wait for these. They should be coming out shortly. They need to like float around a little bit. Don't let them stick to the bottom of the pan when they're in here doing this. Just mix them around a little bit. Don't be too rough. You don't want to split them open. Now this oil is hot, way hotter than the first time, so you're going to work quick with this spatch. Because now our oil has just been sitting there with nothing in it, and it's gotten to a very high temperature. Just be careful, we place them in one by one. That's why I wasn't recording. Ain't nobody got time for that, because we ain't trying to get burned. So we're going to flip these, and then we're going to take these out. We're going to drain most of this oil, and then we'll show you what we're going to do next. So all of my pierogies are done. We drained my husband drained all of the oil pretty much out of this pan, and we're leaving about that much. Now we're going to add some butter. We're going to use Land O'Lakes butter. You can use whatever kind you want. We're going to take oh shoot, can somebody help a sister out? Nope. This is what happens when you're recording with your phone. You're going to pop that oil in the pan. Yes. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? We're going to throw these back in for a little bit I turned the stove off. My stove gets really hot and it stays hot. And then we're going to add the onions and add everything together. And it's going to be a marriage. So I have everything incorporated together. The butter, the oil, the onions, all of the pierogies. So it's going to be a surprise. We won't know what's cheddar, what's onion, whatever. They're pretty much done. I'm just like coating them and making it all come together. We're going to throw some parsley for garnish on top. And then we're going to plate these. Smells so good in here, guys. So these are my pierogies all plated up. You see my pierogies, the onions. I got a mixture of both of the pierogies in here. I know the second batch was a little darker, so got my sour cream and my parsley. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you try this. And thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in for some more recipes coming soon. I have sopa de salchichon. Salami soup is coming, baby.